Alright, I want you guys to try something, and I swear to you, you should probably not do this if you have a world that you're taking very seriously. Now, I sort of discovered this yesterday. If you watched my video all the way to the end, I experimented with a nether portal and a bunch of minecarts, and I just pushed them away, which caused me to somehow teleport into the nether. Obviously, that's not what's supposed to happen, but during that time, when I pushed the minecarts, they collided with this wall over here, and for some reason, the world just stopped working. And between then and now, I've discovered what has happened, and I had to go through the logs, analyze a bit of the code, and boy oh boy, the consequences are astounding. So first things first, what I'm gonna do, and you can follow along if you want to try this yourself, is I'm gonna set up a stack of minecarts on this block right here. So I figured the easiest way to do this first is to set up an observer clock. Now I will give myself a stack of 30 minecarts, and I'm gonna place all of these minecarts inside this dispenser, which will then activate and place the minecarts in a stack within one block right here. Now if you know minecarts well enough, there is a bug that's existed since the inception of Minecraft. It's MC14, and it's essentially that minecarts that occupy the same block space will continue to push themselves perpetually because their motions are maintained. So all I have to do is push these minecarts into the wall. And that's it. Now you'll think nothing has happened, right? Everything seems fine. The world is still operating without any glitches until you try something like this. There's no sound. None of these blocks are creating any noises. Let me charge a creeper up and explode it. It's still going to explode, but no noises are being created. If I switch over to survival mode and let this creeper just sort of damage me, there was a sound there. So has it remedied itself? Nope. Things are still relatively soft locked. Let's try to enter these minecarts. Sort of fine. I'm inside it. It's all good. If I exit, still nothing is really showing. Let's kill these minecarts, and the game is functional again. So the culprit is quite clearly the stack of minecarts that have collided into the wall. Okay, so here's the explanation. I'm not going to use the clock here. I'm just going to spawn all of them in with a function. In addition, a villager riding inside one of the minecarts. And I'm just going to put... I'm not going to light him on fire. I'm going to push the stack into the wall once again and take a look at what happens to the villager inside the stack. So it's gonna ram into the wall. And the villager disappears completely. Just vanishes. It doesn't clip through the wall here. See, what's interesting here is that I still have 32 entities. So the villager still exists in the world, but is not being rendered in some way. There's no real explanation as to where the villager has gone, unless there is. And the only way you'll be able to tell is if you look at the logs to find out exactly what has happened. So let's do that. So here's the log that's been spit out, and there is one error message that is being duplicated constantly throughout the log, and that is invalid entity rotation, NaN, discarding, period. What this means, and I suspect it's quite common, is that whenever minecarts sort of collide with each other and they hit a wall, all of a sudden their rotation is no longer feasibly calculated. And what the game is going to do is that it's just going to delete it. Or they'll circumvent it in any other way. They'll just delete. Oh, there is still a villager mumble. The villager is still here, but the subtitle is the only hint of it. I can't hear it, so wow. Where is he?
Huh?
Block placed. Oh, I didn't realize that before. The subtitles still tell you what sound is being played, but you can't hear it. So the sound engine is broken because of all this. Okay, so we've determined that what happens is the villager is just dead, or he's vanished. I don't know. Yeah, okay, so if we scroll all the way down to the bottom of these error messages, the sound engine is also broken. So in the simplest terms, Minecraft is deleting the passenger inside that minecart. So to fix this, you can relog if you want. You can also just kill everything in the world, and then your game will function once again. After all of this is demonstrated, I think it's safe to say I kind of want to be inside the minecart, and I want to see what happens. Will the game delete the player from the game? Like, remember the time when frogs could eat players? I didn't quite check the logs back then, but I'm pretty sure this is rather similar to that. Okay, so we have to push the minecarts before we get inside them, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to push them at all. So I'm gonna put up F3 to see where I go. So will I just vanish from existence? Pulverized into a pulp. Thanos snapped. Let's see. All right, hitting the wall. NAN, actually. Not a number. Block 000, chunk 00 in R00. Yes, the game is frozen. I think I've been deleted from the game. Actually, I wonder if I should even do this. I'm gonna jump on a server. This shouldn't cause too much trouble because this is a snapshot, so it's not like this is a widespread concern, but I'm gonna try this anyway. I'm gonna keep an eye on the console, so we're gonna push this and jump right in. Let's see. Alright, what's happened? Okay, the console is not spitting out errors. This is not a server problem. It's just that Minecraft has deleted me from the game. So this is my final video, guys.